Unraveling the Past, Hidden Chapters of Human History. A fresh exploration of humanity's most intriguing ancient mysteries, reimagined to ensure originality while adhering to copyright guidelines. Which discovery captivates you most? Dive into Echoes of Antiquity on Amazon for more fascinating tales with striking visuals. Follow Timeless Discoveries on Spotify or Apple. Rate it and share your thoughts at timelessdiscoveries.net. More hidden histories and archaeological wonders are on the way. Thank you for joining us. The enigma of human history. History holds countless secrets yet to be uncovered, tucked beneath the timelines we've pieced together. Ancient ruins submerged by rising oceans, forgotten monuments with nameless builders, and cryptic languages carved in stone, all whisper tales of a past we are only beginning to understand. Our narrative often pegs civilization's start at 6,000 years ago, but discoveries worldwide challenge this notion, hinting at a deeper, richer human story. Humanity's early journey. Modern humans have existed for about 300,000 years, spending most of that time as nomads, hunting, gathering, and leaving little trace. Around 12,000 years ago, the Neolithic Revolution marked a turning point as the Ice Age waned. Warmer climates enabled farming and animal domestication, leading to permanent settlements, population growth, and structured societies. By 6,000 years ago, cities like Uruk in Mesopotamia and Jericho in the Levant emerged, introducing trade, governance, monumental architecture, and writing the dawn of recorded history. Yet, this 6,000-year span is just 2% of human existence. What of the vast millennia before? With organic materials decaying, coastal cities submerged by rising seas, and natural disasters reshaping the earth, much of our past may have vanished. Archaeology depends on what survives, and sites like Göbekli Tepe in Turkey, Göbekli Tepe and the Stone Hills, ancient marvels. In southeastern Turkey, Göbekli Tepe, and nearby sites like Karahan Tepe, Neveli Chori, Hamzan Tepe, and Sefer Tepe challenge our understanding. First noted in the 1960s, but excavated by Klaus Schmidt in 1994, Göbekli Tepe revealed T-shaped pillars up to 16 feet tall, arranged in circles dating back 12,000 years. Built by hunter-gatherers before farming or settled life, these pillars, adorned with carvings of animals, vultures, snakes, foxes, and abstract human-like figures, suggest advanced organization and possibly spiritual or astronomical significance. The site's intentional burial 10,000 years ago, a massive effort, remains unexplained. Was it symbolic, protective, or the end of an era? Nearby, Karahan Tepe, 46 kilometers away, mirrors Göbekli Tepe with similar pillars and chambers, while Neveli Chori, submerged by a dam, Hamzan Tepe, and Sefer Tepe form the Tash Tepeler, Stone Hills, indicating a regional network. These sites defy the notion that hunter-gatherers lacked resources for large-scale projects, prompting theories that such gatherings fostered social bonds, possibly sparking agriculture. Yet why construction ceased and sites were buried remains a mystery, urging us to rethink early human capabilities. Gunung Padang, a debate in the jungle. In West Java, Indonesia, Gunung Padang, often called Mount Padang, stirs debate. Initially a hill with scattered volcanic stone terraces, geophysical surveys using radar, seismic tomography, and resistivity revealed layered structures, chambers, and walls beneath, suggesting a constructed monument. Surface layers date to 3,000–3,500 years ago, but deeper samples yield controversial ages of 8,000–20,000 years, potentially making it one of the oldest structures known. A 2023 paper claimed Gunung Padang as the world's oldest pyramid, but its 2024 retraction due to methodological flaws like dating soil. Not artifacts highlighted the need for rigorous study. Critics question the older dates, while proponents point to the site's complexity. Was it a spiritual center, an observatory, or a ceremonial site for an unknown culture? The uncertainty underscores how much of our past remains unexplored, with Gunung Padang a testament to history's enduring mysteries. Submerged worlds, cities beneath the waves. Post-Ice Age sea level rise 120 meters over millennia, submerged ancient coastal settlements, hiding potential civilizations. Off India's coast, Dwarka's underwater ruins, tied to Lord Krishna in Sanskrit texts, date back 7,000 years, revealing stone walls, streets, and artifacts of a thriving city. Atlit Yam, off Israel, a 9,000-year-old Neolithic village, preserves stone houses, wells, and early tuberculosis evidence, offering a glimpse into prehistoric life before flooding. In Greece, Pavlopetri, a 5,000-year-old submerged town, boasts planned roads, buildings, and tombs, showcasing early urban design. Japan's Yonaguni Monument, with its geometric underwater formations, sparks debate human-made or natural, hinting at lost coastal cultures swallowed by the sea. These submerged sites remind us that history's clues often lie beyond reach, urging us to question how much we've yet to uncover about humanity's ancient journey. Echoes of the unseen, rediscovering ancient mysteries. A reimagined dive into humanity's most captivating ancient enigmas, crafted to ensure originality while adhering to copyright guidelines. Which site or discovery intrigues you most? Explore Whispers of Lost Eras on Amazon for more compelling narratives with vivid imagery. Follow Ancient Trails Unveiled on Spotify or Apple, rate it, and share your insights at ancienttrailsunveiled.net. More archaeological wonders await. Thank you for joining us. Unveiling Hidden Histories. History cradles secrets yet to emerge, woven into the fabric of timelines we've constructed. Nameless monuments stand silent. Ancient ruins lie submerged beneath oceans risen millennia ago, and cryptic scripts etched in stone await deciphering. Our traditional view marks civilization's dawn at 6,000 years ago, but global discoveries challenge this, suggesting a deeper human saga. The dawn of humanity. Modern humans have roamed for approximately 300,000 years, mostly as nomads hunting, gathering, leaving faint traces. Around 12,000 years ago, as the Ice Age waned, stable climates sparked the shift to farming and animal domestication, birthing the Neolithic Revolution. This led to settled communities, growing populations, and structured societies. By 6,000 years ago, cities like Uruk in Mesopotamia and Jericho in the Levant arose, fostering trade, governance, monumental architecture, and writing the start of documented history. Yet this 6,000-year span is a mere 2% of our existence. What of the vast pre-literate millennia? With organic decay, coastal settlements lost to rising seas, and natural upheavals reshaping the earth, much of our past may be gone. Yonaguni Monument, Ocean's Riddle. Off Yonaguni Island, Japan, the Yonaguni Monument's geometric underwater formations, terraces, angles, and possible carvings fuel debate. Some see natural geology shaped by currents and tectonics, while others argue human hands crafted it thousands of years ago. Unresolved, it joins a list of submerged mysteries, hinting at lost coastal cultures. Submerged secrets, a lost world. These sites: Dwarka off India, 7,000 plus years old; Atlit Yam off Israel, 9,000 years with early disease evidence; Pavlopetri near Greece, 5,000 years with planned layouts; and Yonaguni suggest countless undiscovered settlements lie beneath oceans, where less than 10% of the seafloor is mapped. Marine archaeology faces hurdles: high costs, poor visibility, currents, and sediment, with organic materials often lost, leaving stone relics as clues. Rising seas post-Ice Age likely erased entire cultures, implying our history lacks critical submerged chapters, urging deeper exploration beyond land. Megalithic marvels, engineering enigmas. On land, megalithic structures perplex us. In Baalbek, Lebanon, the Trilithon's 800-ton limestone blocks, cut and placed with precision, defy modern ease. In Peru, Sacsayhuaman's polygonal walls, with 100-ton stones fitted mortar-free, baffle with their exactness. Nearby, Pumapunku in Bolivia showcases interlocking stones with grooves and polished surfaces, suggesting advanced techniques 1,500 plus years ago. Stonehenge in England, 4,500 plus years, with stones hauled 200 plus kilometer, and Malta's Gantija and Menidra temples, 5,000 plus years, aligned with celestial events, pose similar questions. Laos's Plain of Jars, with its scattered stone vessels, adds to the mystery. These feats challenge assumptions about ancient technology, hinting at sophisticated knowledge or communal effort, the fragility of the past. Our historical tapestry depends on what endures, yet most wood, textiles, metal fades quickly. Nature tectonics, earthquakes, volcanoes, climate shifts buries or submerges cities, like those lost to post-Ice Age floods. Global flood myths, from Mesopotamian epics to indigenous tales, may echo real catastrophes, like the Younger Dryas or Toba eruption, preserving memory in legend. These gaps remind us that archaeology captures fragments, not the whole, urging humble inquiry into our incomplete story. Myths as memory, echoes of truth. Legends like Atlantis, possibly inspired by Thera's 1600 BCE eruption, or Egypt, Tepe, a golden age ended by floods, might reflect real events, sea level rises or climatic shifts 12,000 years ago. Oral traditions, blending history with symbolism, offer clues to lost realities, encouraging us to weave science and story for a fuller past. Embracing the unknown. From Göbekli Tepe to Gunung Padang, submerged ruins to megaliths and mythic echoes, history reveals its complexity. These aren't proof of conspiracies, but signs of missing chapters. Science progresses with caution, using tools like laser scanning and radar, yet embraces curiosity. The past resists tidy answers. Evidence fades, myths blur, and nature erases. This invites us to explore with patience, valuing each discovery as a step toward understanding humanity's rich, evolving narrative. Share your thoughts below. What mystery intrigues you most? Subscribe for more journeys into the past. Stay curious, stay safe. Uncharted Echoes, Ancient Riddles Unveiled. A reimagined journey into the most perplexing unsolved mysteries of the ancient world, crafted to ensure originality while adhering to copyright guidelines. Which enigma captivates you most? Dive into Shadows of Forgotten Times on Amazon for more enthralling tales with striking visuals. Follow Hidden Pathways, explored on Spotify or Apple. Rate it and share your reflections at Hidden Pathways Explored. Net. More archaeological wonders are forthcoming. Thank you for joining us. Mysteries beyond comprehension. Across the globe lie sites that defy explanation, towering stone structures moved without modern tools, artifacts that challenge historical timelines, and vanished civilizations leaving no trace. These are not mere legends but documented enigmas that continue to baffle archaeologists and historians. How were they crafted? Who built them? And what other secrets might still lurk undiscovered? Baalbek, the colossal enigma. In modern Lebanon, Baalbek's Roman temples to Jupiter, Venus, and Bacchus rest atop an older mystery, the Baalbek megaliths. The trilithon, 3 limestone blocks each weighing around 800 tons, sits 12 meters high, perfectly aligned without mortar. Nearby, the Stone of the Pregnant Woman, a 200-ton block abandoned in the quarry, adds to the puzzle. Mainstream views credit Roman ingenuity with cranes and manpower, yet no Roman project matches this scale. Some propose a pre-Roman origin, possibly Phoenician or even older, hinting at a lost civilization with advanced techniques, perhaps counterweights, pressure methods, or even sound-based technology. The wildest theories suggest extraterrestrial aid, citing the site's precision and alignment, though evidence remains elusive. Baalbek stands as a testament to ancient engineering prowess, its methods lost to time. Piri Reis. Map, a cartographic conundrum. Discovered in 1929 by German theologian Gustav Deismann in Istanbul's Topkapi Palace, the Piri Reis map, crafted in 1513 by Ottoman Admiral Piri Reis, stirs debate. It depicts a landmass resembling Antarctica, detailed with coastlines and topography. Yet Antarctica was discovered in 1820, and geological data suggests it was ice-free 6,000 plus years ago. Reis noted compiling his work from 20 ancient charts and 8 modern Arab and Hindu maps, hinting at older knowledge. Some argue this reflects a lost seafaring civilization's records, preserved through time, while others see misinterpretations of South America or distortions by 16th century mapmakers. Could early explorers, Phoenician, Chinese, or pre-Columbian, have charted these regions? Unresolved, the map challenges our view of ancient navigation. Göbekli Tepe, the buried sanctuary. Buried for millennia in southeastern Turkey, Göbekli Tepe emerged in the 1960s and was excavated by Klaus Schmidt in the 1990s. Its 12,000-year-old circular enclosures, with limestone pillars up to 20 feet tall and 20 tons each, bear intricate carvings of animals, symbols, and humanoid figures. Predating writing, pyramids, and cities, it suggests hunter-gatherers possessed remarkable skill and organization. Likely a ceremonial site, its alignment with stars hints at astronomical knowledge. Its deliberate burial 10,000 years ago, why? Rohonk Codex, the unreadable manuscript. Emerging in the early 19th century, donated to the Hungarian Academy of Sciences by noble Gustav Bányi, the Rohonk Codex baffles with its 448 pages of unique script and illustrations, blending Christian, Islamic, and Hindu imagery. Dated to the 15th-18th centuries, its 200-plus symbols defy known languages, resisting decipherment by linguists, historians, and code breakers. Theories range from a secret sect's text, a lost dialect, to a 19th-century hoax, though its complexity and detail challenge the latter. Stored in Budapest, it remains an enigma, its purpose and origin locked in silence. White Pyramid of China, the hidden giant in Shanxi Province, China. Pyramid-like structures, including the rumored White Pyramid, fuel intrigue. Spotted by U.S. pilot James Gaussman in 1945 and later by Colonel Maurice Shahan in 1946, this gleaming 1,000-foot structure, larger than Giza's pyramid, remains unverified due to government restrictions. Believed to be imperial tombs from the Western Han dynasty or earlier, they echo Egypt's burial mounds. Secrecy, local tales of lights and speculation of advanced or extraterrestrial ties persist, though access is barred. Could they hold lost records or artifacts? Their truth lies buried, awaiting discovery. Longyu Caves, the underground labyrinth, discovered in 1992 in Zhejiang Province, China. The Longyu Caves stun with 30,000 square meters of man-made chambers, carved with precision from sandstone, dating back at least to the Qin dynasty, 3rd century BCE. Drained by a farmer, these 98-foot-high caverns, with uniform chisel marks and no tools or records, defy explanation. Theories suggest storage, military use, or ceremonial purposes, possibly linked to water management or celestial observation. Their intact state and advanced engineering hint at lost techniques, maybe sound-based or vibrational, leaving their creators and purpose a silent riddle. Black Sarcophagus of Alexandria, a grim unveiling. Unearthed in 2018 in Alexandria, Egypt, a 9-foot-long, 5-foot-wide, 6-foot-tall black granite sarcophagus, sealed for 2,000 years, captivated attention. Opened despite curse fears, it revealed 3 skeletons in a decayed, red-tinged sludge, 2 men, 1 woman with no inscriptions or artifacts. Speculation ranged from military nobles to a rushed burial, perhaps post-epidemic. Lacking Alexander the Great, its purpose and occupants remain mysterious, a stark contrast to typical Egyptian tombs. Codex Gigas, the Devil's Manuscript. Crafted in the early 13th century, likely in a Czech Benedictine monastery, the Codex Gigas, 3 feet tall, 165 pounds, mesmerizes with its uniform Latin script, biblical texts, medical knowledge, exorcisms, and a striking devil portrait. Legend claims a monk, facing execution, sold his soul to Satan to write it in one night, a tale supported by its consistent handwriting impossible in 25-30 years. Looted and surviving a 1697 fire, it now resides in Sweden's National Library. Theories suggest hypergraphia, collaboration, or an obsessive drive, but its secrets endure. Clovis culture, the vanished hunters. The Clovis culture, dating to 13,000 years ago across North America, thrived with advanced flint spearheads, hunting mammoths and bison. Discovered in the 20th century in Clovis, New Mexico, their sudden disappearance 12,800 years ago, lacking war or famine evidence, puzzles scholars. The Younger Dryas impact hypothesis, points to a comet strike causing wildfires and climate shifts, supported by a carbon-rich black matte layer with nanodiamonds. Alternatively, they may have adapted into other cultures. Their fate remains a haunting gap in prehistory, embracing the unknown. These mysteries: Baalbek stones, Piri Reis's map, Göbekli Tepe's burial, the Rohonk Codex, China's pyramids and caves, Alexandria's sarcophagus, the Codex Gigas, and the Clovis vanish reveal history's complexity. Not proof of the fantastical, they suggest missing chapters. Science progresses with caution, using tools like radar and DNA analysis, yet fosters curiosity. With fragile evidence and nature's erasures, we explore with humility. Each find a step toward understanding humanity's vast, unfolding story. Share your favorite mystery below and subscribe for more. Stay curious, stay safe. Echoes of the Lost. Unraveling ancient enigmas. A reimagined exploration of ancient mysteries, carefully rewritten to ensure originality and compliance with copyright policies. Which mystery sparks your curiosity most? Check out Secrets of the Ancients on Amazon for more captivating stories with vivid imagery. Follow Echoes of Eternity on Spotify or Apple, rate it, and share your thoughts at Echoes of Eternity.net. More hidden histories are on the horizon. Thank you for joining us. The Clovis Enigma, a sudden vanishing. Around 12,800 years ago, the Clovis culture of North America, known for their advanced flint spearheads and big game hunting, disappeared abruptly. Theories suggest the extinction of megafauna like mammoths forced a shift to smaller prey, leading to their evolution into cultures like the Folsom people. Alternatively, the Younger Dryas impact hypothesis points to a comet strike causing wildfires and climate shifts, wiping out both megafauna and the Clovis. Sites like Monteverde in Chile and the Galt site in Texas, with artifacts predating Clovis by millennia, challenge their status as the first Americans. Were they part of a larger lost migration or survivors of an earlier civilization erased by catastrophe? Their fate remains a haunting archaeological puzzle. Costa Rica's stone spheres, mysterious orbs. In the 1930s, workers clearing Costa Rica's Diquís Delta for banana plantations uncovered dozens of near-perfect stone spheres, crafted from granodiorite, a hard volcanic rock not local to the sites. Ranging from inches to over 8 feet in diameter, some weigh 15 tons, their symmetry baffling experts. Likely created by the Diquís culture, 700–1530 CE, known for metalwork and carvings, their purpose is unclear. Theories suggest they marked elite homes, served as celestial markers, some align with cosmic patterns, or held ritual significance, with local legends dubbing them thunderstones from the gods. No tools or quarries explain their crafting or transport, possibly using fire, water, and stone tools, then moved via dragging or platforms. Fringe ideas propose extraterrestrial aid or a lost civilization, but many spheres displaced over time are now UNESCO protected, their origins still a mystery. Mahabalipuram's submerged temples, a legendary unveiling in Tamil Nadu, India. Mahabalipuram's 7th–8th century Pallava dynasty rock-cut temples dot the Bay of Bengal coast. Local lore spoke of 7 pagodas, drowned by jealous gods, leaving only the shore temple. In 2004, a tsunami briefly revealed submerged structures, pillars, carved blocks, and foundations hundreds of meters offshore. Diving teams confirmed an ancient complex, possibly a lost city, buried under sand and marine growth. Theories suggest gradual coastal erosion, rising sea levels, or a catastrophic tsunami submerged them over centuries. Some link them to the mythical Kumari Kandam, a lost continent, though evidence is lacking. Others propose abandonment as dynasties shifted. Modern sonar and underwater vehicles may yet reveal more, proving the ocean hides vast chapters of history. Doggerland, the sunken prehistoric realm. Once connecting Britain to mainland Europe, Doggerland was a thriving Ice Age landscape of hills, rivers, and forests, inhabited by hunter-gatherers. As glaciers melted post-Ice Age, rising seas slowly submerged it. Around 8,000 years ago, the Storegga slide, a massive underwater landslide off Norway, triggered a mega tsunami. with 30-foot waves flooding the region, isolating survivors. Fishermen's finds of tools, bones, and mammoth remains, plus sonar mapping, reveal riverbeds and possible settlements beneath the North Sea. Murky waters and shifting sands hinder exploration, but preserved footprints and wooden fragments hint at lost villages. Could Doggerland inspire myths like Atlantis? Its story underscores how nature erases entire worlds. Main Penny, a Viking clue in America. In 1957, amateur archaeologist Guy Melgren unearthed a Norse penny from the reign of Olaf Kyrre, 1067-1093 CE, at a Penobscot site in Naskeag Point, Maine. Authenticated as an 11th century artifact, it challenges history, as Norse presence is only confirmed at Lonceau Meadows, Canada, around 1000 CE. Did Vikings reach Maine extending their exploration, or was the coin traded southward via indigenous networks? Skeptics suggest a hoax, noting no other Norse artifacts at the site, but its authenticity persists. Similar finds like Roman coins in Texas and Venezuela, Oak Island's European coins, and Japanese coins in Kenya hint at ancient trade networks defying known timelines, questioning who truly reached the Americas first. The unfinished obelisk of Aswan, a frozen giant. In Aswan, Egypt, the unfinished obelisk, 137 feet long, 200 tons, lies half-carved in bedrock, abandoned during Queen Hatshepsut's reign, 15th century BCE. Intended as Egypt's largest obelisk, a crack likely halted its completion, though some argue the Egyptians, adept at stonework, could have repurposed it. Alternative theories suggest a divine omen, logistical challenges, or its use as a training ground for workers. Visible tool marks reveal their method, pounding granite with dolerite stones to create trenches. Some propose lost techniques, but mainstream views credit ropes and sledges. It offers a glimpse into ancient ambition, halted by nature or choice. The Copper Scroll, a hidden treasure map. Found in 1952 at Qumran among the Dead Sea Scrolls, the Copper Scroll, etched on metal, lists over 60 locations with caches of gold and silver, worth billions today. Unlike other scrolls on parchment, its cryptic Hebrew dialect describes treasures possibly hidden during the Roman siege of Jerusalem, 70 CE, linked to the Second Temple or Essene sect. Some deem it a hoax due to vague locations, tunnels, courtyards, and extravagant claims, but its durable medium suggests intent to preserve knowledge. Decades of searches yield nothing. Has the treasure been taken, or does it await discovery beneath Middle Eastern sands? Indus Valley Civilization, a silent collapse. Flourishing from 3300 to 1300 BCE in modern Pakistan and northwest India, the Indus Valley, Harappan civilization, boasted cities like Harappa and Mohenjo-Daro with grid streets, drainage systems, and public baths. Hinting at advanced sanitation and egalitarianism, no palaces or grand temples exist. Their script remains undeciphered. Their trade reached Mesopotamia, yet they vanished by 1300 BCE. Theories point to environmental shifts, the Sarasvati River drying up, droughts or economic collapse from disrupted trade. The Aryan migration lacks evidence of violent conquest, and disease is speculative. Their eerily silent decline, with no records or successors, leaves their story a profound mystery. Reflecting on the unknown. From the Clovis disappearance to the Indus Valley's silence, Costa Rica's spheres to Mahabalipuram's submerged temples, Doggerland's flooding to the Main Penny's anomaly, the unfinished obelisk to the Copper Scroll's riches, these enigmas reveal history's depth. They don't prove fantastical tales, but suggest lost chapters. Nature and time erase much, yet each find reshapes our understanding. Share your favorite mystery below and subscribe for more. Stay curious, stay safe. Whispers of the past, decoding ancient secrets. A reimagined journey through history's unsolved mysteries, rewritten to ensure originality and compliance with copyright policies. Which enigma captivates you most? Explore Tales of the Forgotten on Amazon for more gripping narratives with stunning visuals. Follow Mysteries Unearthed on Spotify or Apple, rate it, and share your insights at mysteriesunearthed.net. More ancient secrets are coming your way. Thank you for joining us. Indus Valley Civilization, a silent demise. Spanning 3300 to 1300 BCE in present-day Pakistan and northwest India, the Indus Valley Civilization, Harappan, thrived with advanced urban centers like Harappa and Mohenjo-daro. Their grid-patterned cities featured sophisticated drainage, uniform brick buildings and public baths, suggesting a focus on sanitation and possibly an egalitarian society. No palaces or grand temples have been found. Their undeciphered script and far-reaching trade with Mesopotamia highlight their complexity. Yet by 1300 BCE, they vanished without clear cause. Theories include environmental shifts, like the drying of the Sarasvati River, or prolonged droughts, disrupting agriculture. Economic decline from severed trade routes or gradual dispersal into smaller settlements are also considered. Recent excavations reveal even larger sites, hinting at a broader reach. But the core questions why they faded and who they truly were linger. Their cities now silent relics. Antikythera mechanism. An ancient marvel recovered in 1901 from a shipwreck off Antikythera, Greece. The Antikythera mechanism, dating to around 100 BCE, stunned researchers. Initially a corroded metal lump, it revealed over 30 bronze gears, forming an analog computer to predict celestial events, lunar and solar eclipses, moon phases, and even the Olympic cycle. Its sophistication, reflecting knowledge akin to Kepler's laws 1,400 years early, suggests advanced Greek astronomy and engineering. Possibly linked to Archimedes or a lost school of engineers, its technology vanished after Greece's fall. Perhaps due to Roman focus on practical engineering or the destruction of hubs like the Library of Alexandria. No similar devices appear until 14th century Europe, leaving its origin and disappearance a profound mystery. Modern imaging continues to reveal its complexity, challenging our view of ancient innovation. Aztlan. The Aztec homeland. Aztlan, the mythical origin of the Aztecs, is described as a prosperous, water-surrounded city, place of herons, from which they migrated to found Tenochtitlan, modern Mexico City. Theories place it in northern Mexico, the southwestern US near the Colorado River or Great Salt Lake, or as a submerged Gulf of California island. The ruins of La Quemada in Zacatecas, with its defensive walls, or the Hohokam culture's canal systems in Arizona, are proposed candidates. But no evidence confirms a link. Rising sea levels might have submerged it, echoing other lost lands like Doggerland, while some see parallels with Atlantis myths. Alternatively, Aztlan may be symbolic, a cultural narrative blending history and allegory, its true location, if real, obscured by time or Aztec intent, leaving a tantalizing gap in history. Kailasa Temple, a rock-cut wonder in Maharashtra. India's Ellora Caves, the Kailasa Temple, 8th century CE, Rashtrakuta dynasty, astounds as a monolithic marvel carved from a single basalt rock face. Dedicated to Lord Shiva, it mimics Mount Kailash, his mythical abode. Unlike traditional construction, artisans removed 200,000 tons of rock via vertical excavation, crafting intricate pillars, staircases, and sculptures downward from the mountain. Scholars estimate a 20-year completion, an improbable feat with basic chisels, suggesting either advanced techniques or a longer timeline across generations. Theories propose religious symbolism, an eternal, unmovable structure, or an older origin predating the Rashtrakutas. Its precision fuels speculation of lost engineering knowledge, akin to Machu Picchu or Egypt's pyramids, making Kailasa a singular enigma among the Ellora Cave's 100-plus structures. Library of Alexandria, a lost beacon of knowledge. Founded in the 3rd century BCE by the Ptolemies in Alexandria, Egypt, the Library of Alexandria aimed to house all human knowledge, gathering texts from Egypt, Mesopotamia, Greece, and beyond. Part of the museum, it attracted scholars like Euclid and Eratosthenes, who measured Earth's circumference. Estimates suggest it held hundreds of thousands of scrolls, including works by Aristotle and Socrates. Its destruction remains murky. Julius Caesar's 48 BCE harbor fire may have damaged it. Emperor Aurelian's 3rd century CE campaign Theophilus's 4th century anti-pagan purge, or the 642 CE Muslim conquest under Caliph Umar, a disputed tale, may have finished it. Lost knowledge, possibly advanced astronomy, medicine, or records of forgotten civilizations, might have delayed human progress. Yet some argue its texts were copied and dispersed, softening the loss. Its erasure remains a haunting what-if for history. Roman dodecahedrons, a purpose unknown. Scattered across former Roman Empire territories, modern France, Germany, Belgium, UK, over 100 Roman dodecahedrons, bronze, 12-sided hollow objects, 411 cm, date back 2,000 years. Each side has a circular hole, some with corner knobs, but no Roman records mention them. Theories suggest practical uses: surveying tools, measuring via shadows, textile aids for weaving gloves, or military rangefinders, though no weapon links exist. Others propose symbolic roles, divination devices in rituals, status symbols, a gold version was found in the Netherlands, or cult objects. Their individual craftsmanship and absence from texts suggest a niche purpose, possibly lost with a specific group. Modern replicas yield no answers, leaving their function a persistent riddle. Dead Sea Scrolls, ancient texts, enduring secrets. In 1947, a Bedouin shepherd near Qumran, West Bank, found clay jars in a cave containing 2,000-year-old scrolls, the Dead Sea Scrolls. Excavations across 11 caves uncovered nearly 1,000 manuscripts in Hebrew, Aramaic, and Greek, on parchment, papyrus, and copper. They include Hebrew Bible texts, apocalyptic visions, prophecies, and rules of a sect, likely the Essenes, who lived in isolation. Theories suggest the Essenes hid them during the Jewish revolt against Rome, 1st century CE, or they were smuggled from Jerusalem's Second Temple before its 70 CE destruction. The Copper Scroll, a metal treasure map, lists hidden gold and silver caches, yet none have been found. New fragments emerged in 2021, and advancing technology may unlock more, but their origins and full meaning remain elusive, bridging history and mystery. Sailing stones of racetrack playa, nature's riddle. In Death Valley's racetrack playa, an ancient lake bed, massive stones up to 700 pounds mysteriously move, leaving trails across the cracked earth. No human or animal tracks explain their motion, dubbed the sailing stones. Observed for decades, this remote expanse reveals stones gliding as if by an unseen force, a natural enigma challenging logic in the stark desert silence. Embracing the unexplained. From the Indus Valley's quiet collapse to the Antikythera mechanism's lost genius, Aztlan's mythic origins to Kailasa's carved grandeur, the Library of Alexandria's vanished wisdom to the Roman dodecahedron's unknown purpose, the Dead Sea Scrolls, cryptic legacy to racetrack playa Anas moving stones. These mysteries highlight history as fragility. They urge us to question, explore, and wonder at the gaps in our past. Share your favorite enigma below and subscribe for more. Stay curious, stay safe. Enigmas of Earth, unraveling ancient wonders. A fresh take on history's unsolved mysteries, crafted to ensure originality and align with copyright policies. Which puzzle intrigues you most? Discover Legends of the Lost on Amazon for more vivid stories and visuals. Follow Echoes of the Unknown on Spotify or Apple, rate it, and share your thoughts at echoesofttheunknown.net. More mysteries await. Thank you for joining us. Sailing stones of racetrack playa. A desert dance. In the remote expanse of Death Valley's racetrack playa, an ancient lake bed, large stones, some exceeding 700 pounds, leave trails across the cracked earth, moving without apparent cause. Trails vary, straight, curved, or zigzagging, with some stones flipping mid-journey. Decades of observation show infrequent movement, with many stones static for years before shifting. Early theories, gravitational anomalies, or underground tremors lacked evidence. Winds, even Death Valley's fierce gusts, seemed inadequate given their weight, while rare rain creating a slick surface was unproven without consistent records. Wild ideas of extraterrestrial or supernatural forces emerged, but trails' distinct patterns hinted at a natural process. In 2014, time-lapse photography and GPS revealed the answer: Winter rains form thin ice sheets that, melting under sunlight, break and drag the stones slowly across the playa. Though explained, questions linger why some move while others don't, why trails vanish, and if similar phenomena hide elsewhere, keeping its allure alive. Lost Labyrinth of Egypt. A vanished marvel. Ancient texts hint at Egypt's lost labyrinth, a structure near Saqqara said to surpass the pyramids in grandeur, yet it remains undiscovered beneath the sands. Among Saqqara's secrets, the 2018 find of a massive black granite sarcophagus 9 feet long, several tons stood out. Sealed for millennia, its 30-ton lid revealed not a pharaoh or noble, but skeletal remains of an unidentified creature. Unlike typical sacred animals like bulls or cats, speculation ranges from an oversized feline, possibly a lion, to an extinct species or even a symbolic hybrid tied to gods like Anubis or Sekhmet. The plain tomb, lacking inscriptions, and the sarcophagus's effortful sealing fuel theories of a cursed or hidden entity. DNA hints at a large feline, but its grand burial raises questions. Was it revered or concealed? This enigma joins Egypt's buried mysteries, challenging our grasp of its past. Nan Madol, the Pacific Enigma. Off Pohnpei in Micronesia, Nan Madol, a network of over 90 artificial islets linked by canals, rises from the sea on black volcanic basalt columns, some 50 tons each. Built possibly from the 12th or 13th century by the Sodeleur dynasty, its towering walls and precise construction defy explanation. Local lore credits sorcerers, brothers Olop and Olisipa, with levitating the stones to create this religious and royal center, abandoned centuries ago. No nearby quarry or tools explain their transport across water, prompting theories of wooden rafts, lost technology, or even supernatural aid. Its ocean setting suggests isolation for elite control or sacred rituals, but its desertion due to invasion, resource strain, or a curse remains unclear. Locals shun it after dark, citing spirits and odd occurrences, like a 20th century explorer's sudden death, deepening its mystique as a lost chapter of human ingenuity. Uffington White Horse, a timeless figure. Etched into Oxfordshire's chalk hills, the Uffington White Horse, 360 feet long, dates back 3,000 years to the late Bronze or early Iron Age, predating Roman Britain. Its abstract flowing design, unlike realistic depictions, suggests more than a horse, possibly a celestial event or tribal symbol. Maintained for millennia by clearing the chalk, it likely held deep cultural value, perhaps as a territorial marker or religious icon tied to Celtic horse worship or the goddess Epona. Alignments with stars hint at ritual use, while Dragon Hill below fuels legends of St. George. Some propose a Neolithic origin or a lost pictogram, its alien-like style sparking debate. Volunteers still preserve it, its silent gaze over the landscape a haunting reminder of forgotten creators. Yonaguni Monument, underwater controversy. Discovered in 1986 off Yonaguni, Japan, by diver Kihachiro Aratake, the Yonaguni Monument, 165 feet long, 90 feet high, features flat terraces, right angles and step-like formations submerged 10,000 plus years. Resembling South American pyramids or Mesopotamian temples, it includes apparent tool marks, arches, and a face some call a statue. If man-made, it predates known regional civilizations, linking to myths of Mu or Japan's Jomon culture, though no Jomon site matches its scale. Geologists argue it's natural, shaped by tectonic activity and currents, citing similar formations. Secrets beneath, unveiling hidden histories. A reimagined exploration of ancient mysteries, rewritten to ensure originality and compliance with copyright policies. Which secret captivates you most? Check out Echoes of Antiquity on Amazon for more immersive stories and visuals. Follow Hidden Realms on Spotify or Apple, rate it, and share your thoughts at Hidden Realms. Net. More enigmas are on the way. Thank you for joining us. Yonaguni Monument, a submerged enigma. Off Japan's Yonaguni Island, a massive underwater structure 165 feet long, 90 feet high, stirs debate since its 1986 discovery by diver Kihachiro Aratake. Its terraces, right angles, and apparent staircases suggest human craftsmanship, potentially over 10,000 years old, predating known regional civilizations. Yet no artifacts, pottery, or tools have been found, possibly swept away by currents or buried under sediment. Supporters of its man-made origin highlight its complexity, while skeptics argue it's a natural formation shaped by tectonic activity. The Japanese government hasn't recognized it as an archaeological site, and divers continue searching for definitive proof, perhaps inscriptions or structures to resolve whether it is a lost civilization, S relic, or nature, S illusion, keeping the ocean's secrets alive. Voynich manuscript, a coded riddle. A. In 1912, antiquarian Wilfrid Voynich discovered a peculiar manuscript in a Jesuit college near Rome, now dated to 1404 to 1438 via carbon analysis. Its vellum pages feature an elegant, flowing script, structured yet unreadable alongside odd illustrations, unknown plants, celestial charts defying known star maps, and figures in cryptic rituals. Despite efforts by history's top cryptographers, including W-Thud codebreakers and modern AI, the script matches no known language or cipher. Theories suggest it's an alchemical medical text with rare herbs, a religious cipher hiding persecuted beliefs, or an invented language by a lone genius. Some propose it's a hoax, though its complexity challenges this idea. Others speculate extraterrestrial origins due to its alien-like drawings. Housed at Yale's Beinecke Library, the Voynich manuscript remains an unsolved literary puzzle, its purpose and meaning lost to time. Tomb of Qin Shi Huang, an unopened legacy. Beneath Shanxi, China, lies the unopened tomb of Qin Shi Huang, the first emperor who unified China and began the Great Wall, sealed for over 2,000 years. Discovered in the 1970s, this vast necropolis spans 22 square miles, but the central chamber remains untouched. Ancient historian Sima Qian described an underground palace with mercury rivers, a starry pearl ceiling, and deadly traps like crossbows to guard the emperor's eternal rest. High mercury levels in nearby soil support this, posing excavation risks, toxic exposure, and potential booby traps loom. The famous terracotta army, 8,000 unique clay soldiers unearthed nearby, hints at the tomb's grandeur, but the Chinese government restricts access, citing preservation concerns after past rushed excavations damaged artifacts. Theories of lost texts, inventions, or a curse delaying exploration fuel speculation, leaving this imperial secret buried, a potential key to rewriting early Chinese history. Brazilian Atlantis, a jungle myth. Legends of a lost Amazonian civilization, dubbed the Brazilian Atlantis, describe stone cities hidden beneath the rainforest, predating European contact. Indigenous tales, once dismissed, gained traction with recent LiDAR scans revealing geometric patterns, roads, and settlements beneath the canopy, suggesting a sophisticated society with urban planning. Unlike the sea-sunken Atlantis, this city was consumed by jungle overgrowth. Early 20th century explorer Percy Fawcett vanished in 1925, searching for his City of Z, amplifying the mystery. Geoglyphs akin to Nazca lines hint at large-scale projects, but theories of collapsed disease from European contact, deforestation, or climate shifts explain its disappearance. The Amazon's dense, unmapped expanse may still hide these ruins, with advancing technology poised to uncover a lost chapter of pre-Columbian South America. Curse of King Tut's Tomb. A legendary warning. In 1922, Howard Carter unearthed Pharaoh Tutankhamun's tomb in Egypt's Valley of the Kings, revealing untouched treasures after 3,000 years, golden artifacts, and the iconic mask of the boy king. Rumors of a curse emerged, fueled by a supposed inscription warning, "Death shall come swiftly to those who disturb the king's peace," its existence debated. Lord Carnarvon, the expedition's funder, died in 1923 from an infected mosquito bite, coinciding with eerie events. Cairo's lights reportedly dimmed and his dog in England died simultaneously. Others linked to the dig, Arthur Mace, Richard Bethel, and Sir Archibald Douglas Reed, died mysteriously, while some, like Carter, dismissed the curse, living until 1939. Scientific theories suggest ancient mold or bacteria in the sealed tomb caused infections, or that media hype exaggerated coincidences. Ancient Egyptian protective rituals, possibly using toxins, add intrigue, cementing the curse's enduring legend. Cuban underwater city, a deep-sea debate. In 2001, off Cuba's Guanahacabibes Peninsula, sonar scans by Paulina Zalitsky's team revealed symmetrical structures 2,000 feet underwater, possible pyramids, roads, and grid-like formations. Dating back over 10,000 years, they predate known civilizations like Egypt's pyramids or Göbekli Tepe, suggesting a lost Caribbean culture submerged post-Ice Age. Some link it to Atlantis, though mainstream scholars reject this, proposing a land bridge to the Yucatan. ROV footage showed stacked stone blocks, but without samples, skeptics argue they're natural formations from seismic activity, misinterpreted by sonar. Exploration stalled due to depth challenges, funding, and US-Cuba tensions, leaving this potential city capable of rewriting history, an ocean-guarded mystery. Echoes of the past. From Yonaguni's submerged stones to the Voynich manuscript's unreadable script, Qin Shi Huang's sealed tomb to the Amazon's hidden cities, King Tut's cursed legacy to Cuba, as underwater enigma, these mysteries reveal history's depth. They challenge our understanding, hinting at lost knowledge beneath waves, jungles, and time. Share your favorite mystery below and subscribe for more. Stay curious, stay safe. Echoes of the unseen, ancient riddles revealed. A reimagined journey through history's unsolved enigmas, crafted to ensure originality and comply with copyright policies. Which mystery intrigues you most? Explore Whispers of the Past on Amazon for more captivating tales and images. Follow Uncharted Histories on Spotify or Apple, rate it, and share your insights at unchartedhistories.net. More secrets await. Thank you for joining us. Rongo Rongo Script, Easter Island's silent code. On the remote Easter Island, Rapa Nui, over 2,000 miles from the nearest land, a civilization famed for its moai statues left another enigma, the Rongo Rongo Script. Discovered in the 19th century by missionaries, these wooden tablets bear unique carving symbols, unlike any known writing arranged in a reverse boustrophedon pattern, alternating left to right and right to left lines. If a true script, it would mark one of the few independent writing systems developed in isolation, a feat rivaled by few cultures. Fewer than 30 tablets survive, many damaged or destroyed when missionaries deemed them pagan and burned them. Theories suggest it records genealogies, chants, or warnings of the island's collapse, with symbols resembling birds, fish, and human forms hinting at pictographic storytelling. Without a bilingual key like the Rosetta Stone, deciphering remains elusive. Some speculate an ancient origin or cultural exchange across oceans, but its meaning stays locked, a silent testament to a lost society. Giant of Castelnau, a skeletal enigma. In 1890, French anthropologist Georges Vacher de la Pouge unearthed oversized human-like bones in Castelnau, southern France, sparking debate. A humerus, femur, and tibia suggested a height of 11 feet, an extraordinary size for any human. Published in La Revue Scientifique, the find hinted at a prehistoric giant or an extreme case of gigantism, acromegaly, from hormonal imbalances. Experts at the University of Montpellier confirmed their human nature, but noted abnormalities, though the bones were later lost, leaving only records. This absence fuels skepticism of exaggeration or misidentification. Global tales of giant skeletons, Native American legends of red-haired giants, or Sardinian claims echo the story, yet lack verified evidence. Could these be extinct human variants or natural anomalies? Without remains for DNA analysis, the giant of Castelnau remains a provocative anomaly, challenging our view of ancient humanity. Iron Pillar of Delhi, a rust-resistant marvel. In Delhi, India, the 1,600-year-old iron pillar, 23 feet tall, 6 tons, stands as a 4th century AD monument, likely honoring a Hindu deity during Chandragupta II's reign. Its Sanskrit inscriptions and resistance to rust, despite centuries of exposure, baffle metallurgists. Unlike modern steel, it bears a natural missile, a protective iron-oxygen phosphorus layer, formed by high-purity wrought iron and Delhi's dry climate. This suggests advanced ancient metallurgy, possibly intentional, with low sulfur and manganese content. Some attribute its preservation to divine blessing or lost techniques, citing legends of Vishnu's protection or a king stabilizing the earth. Skeptics note similar rust-resistant iron in Indian temples and favorable conditions, yet its creation remains a marvel. Modern studies seek to replicate its properties, proving ancient ingenuity still informs today's science. Baghdad Battery, an ancient power source. Discovered in the 1930s by Wilhelm König at Iraq's National Museum, the Baghdad Battery, a 5-inch clay jar from 250 BCE, holds a copper cylinder and iron rod, resembling a primitive battery. König proposed an acidic liquid like vinegar could generate a small voltage, a theory tested in the 1970s when replicas produced about 1 volt. Theories suggest electroplating for decoration, religious rituals with electric shocks, or medicinal use akin to modern electrotherapy. Some link it to lost technologies or extraterrestrial influence, though skeptics argue it's a storage vessel, citing no historical records or practical use. The debate persists, hinting at forgotten knowledge or a misunderstood artifact, urging us to reconsider ancient innovation. Shugborough inscription, a cryptic legacy. At Shugborough Hall, Staffordshire, England, the 18th century Shepherd's Monument features a relief of Nicholas Poussin's The Shepherds of Arcadia, with the phrase "Et in Arcadia ego" below it. Beneath, a 10-letter sequence DOUOSVAVVM, carved between 1748 and 1763, defies decryption despite efforts by W2 Bletchley Park codebreakers and modern cryptologists. Theories range from a Knights Templar clue to the Holy Grail, a personal tribute by Admiral George Anson, or a Latin prayer like Optimus Omnium Servator, best savior of all. Some suggest steganography hiding a broader code, while skeptics see it as decorative flair without meaning. Lacking records, its purpose remains elusive, a haunting riddle in plain sight. Ica stones carved controversies. In the 1960s, Peruvian Dr. Javier Cabrera Dara received an engraved stone depicting a prehistoric fish, sparking a collection of thousands of smooth rocks near Ica, Peru. Etchings show dinosaurs, advanced surgeries, heart transplants, brain operations, and star maps, suggesting knowledge beyond ancient capabilities. Cabrera theorized a lost, technologically advanced civilization, but controversy erupted when farmer Basilio Ushuaia admitted carving some with simple tools in the 1970s. Though he later retracted this, claiming legal pressure, Peru labeled them forgeries. Supporters argue weathering and volume, tens of thousands, suggest authenticity for some, possibly mixed with modern additions for profit. The debate, genuine relics or hoax, challenges history's timeline, leaving the Ica stones a contentious enigma. Unknown Mani, a screaming mystery. Found in 1886 by Gaston Maspero in Deir el-Bahari's royal cache, Unknown Mani stands out among Egypt's mummies. Wrapped in sheepskin impure by Egyptian standards and unembalmed, his face is frozen in a scream-like pose, unlike the serene royal mummies. Theories suggest he was Prince Pentawere, son of Ramses III, punished for a conspiracy against his father, possibly forced to suicide, with 2012 DNA linking him to Ramses III. Others propose a foreign dignitary or accidental death, explaining the unconventional burial. His anomalous state, neither honored nor fully disgraced, hints at power struggles or cultural clashes. His identity lost to time, lost tomb of Genghis Khan, an elusive resting place. Genghis Khan, born Temujin in 1162, founded the Mongol Empire, dying in 1227 during a campaign. His burial site remains unknown, guarded by Mongol tradition. Transporters killed witnesses, a river diverted, or 1,000 horses trampled the site, with trees planted to conceal it. Theories place it in Mongolia's sacred Khenti Mountains, near Burkhan Khaldun, or China's Ordos region, but no evidence emerges despite satellite and radar searches. Cultural reverence and fear of disturbing his rest limit excavations, fueling speculation of lost treasures or a looted tomb. His hidden grave underscores his enduring legacy, a mystery meant to stay buried. Reflections on the unseen. From Rongorongo's silent script to the giant of Castelnau's lost bones, the iron pillar's rust resistance to the Baghdad battery's potential power, the Shugborough inscription's code to the Ika stone's debated carvings, unknown man-e's eerie burial to Genghis Khan's hidden tomb, these enigmas reveal history's complexity. They challenge our understanding, hinting at lost worlds beneath sand, sea, and stone. Share your favorite mystery below and subscribe for more. Stay curious, stay safe.